Hello, myself Vijay Pratap Singh. Today we will discuss about Indian economy 1950 to 1990, and we have to discuss about economic planning till 1991. What is our economic planning? We have to discuss with the help of this chapter and this topic. In front of you, you can see there is a written economic planning till 1991. According to that, we have to discuss what is the feature of economic policy under planning till 1991. So, dear students, we have to listen about this planning. We know very well we had started our 5-year plan first time in 1951. According to that, our 5-year plan is going to start in the first time. But we know very well before 1950 our India got freedom in 1947. On that time our economical planning is not developed. We are not going to be improved day to day. We are not getting good GDP. A lot of problems we are facing in our economical development on that time. But 1950 we had started our planning commission, and according to planning commission we are planning to develop our country according to 5-year plans. According to 5-year plans, we are improving day to day, and after that we are going to calculate in 1991 till 1991 how much policies we are followed. So, feature of economic policies under planning till 1991 we have to discuss now. So listen, feature of economic planning till 1991 are as under. First one is given in front of you. Dependence on public sector. See, first one is written in front of you. Dependence on public sector. Prior to 1991, there was heavy reliance of the public sector. It was assumed that only the government can be instrumental in realizing the objects of social justice and inquiry, otherwise equity. Once again you have to listen. Dependence on public sector. Prior on 1991 there was a heavy reliance on the public sector. It was assumed that only government can be instrumental in realizing the objectives of the social justice and equity. In industrial policies 1956, there were 17 industries recovered, otherwise we can say reserved for public sector, as assigned 12 industries for private sector. These are the things we are improving day to day. Second one is a given. Second one is given in front of you. Controlled development of private sector. Controlled development of private sector. The state or government held complete control over the private sector through a system of license. No new industries were allowed unless the license were obtained from the government. License were required. According to that license, Licenses were required even for expansion of the production or for diversification of production. We can say diversification of the production. Now we have to discuss about the third one, inward looking trade system. This was the another important feature of our economic policy priors to 1991. It impelled placing reliance on important substitutions and protecting domestic instruments or industries from foreign competition. With the help of that, we can able to know these all things. The competition is a very important part. Fourth one is given in front of you, protection to small scale industries. The protection of a number of products was recorded or reserved for the small scale industries. They were also given consequences such as lower excise duty and bank loan at lower interest rate. These industries can be complete the big industrial firms. Otherwise, they have to change in the big industrial firms. It is a voices that department of small scale industry should be protected. Next one is given in front of you. Fifth one, diversification of industries. Our industries become far more diversified compressed to the situation at independence. Industrial sector was not confident only the jute, tea, cotton, etc. We now started producing consumers goods, electric goods, engineering goods, etc. Automobile industries also started growing. This is the feature of our economic policy under till 1991. Sixth one is given in front of you, self-sufficiency in the goods gain. With the help of that, we can able to know these all things. Due to technical reforms like Green Revolution, India becomes self-sufficient on the hand and also was able to create marketable surplus, which made our agriculture commercial in nature. With the help of that, we can say these are the feature of economic planning till 1991, and they are following what I had explained up to now. Once again, we have to listen. The sixth name is given in front of you. First one is a dependence on public sector. Second one is a controlled development of the private sector. Third one is given in front of you, inward looking trade strategy. And fourth one is given, protection of small scale industries. And fifth one is given in front of you, diversification of industries. And sixth one is given, self-sufficiency in the food grains. These are the features of economic policies under planning till 1991. After that, next topic we have to discuss achievement of economic planning. So, dear students, now we have to discuss about achievement of economic planning till 1991. In this topic, we have to discuss about what is the achievement we got according to our plan and up to till 1991. So, in front of you it should be written, achievement of economic planning till 1991 can be discussed as, first one is a given, increases in national product or national income. First one listen, increases in national product or national income. At the time of independence, India was a stand economy. During the British rule, national income of India was increases at the rate of less than 1% annual. National income increases from 2.1% in 1956 to 5.9 in 1990. It was the big achievement to increase the growth rate of national income. This is the important topic is written in front of you. With the help of that, we can know what is the big achievement our India got. And these types of big achievement we got with the help of increases in national product or national income. Our national product and national income is increasing after independence. We are getting inside in the topic. Second one is given in front of you, increase in per capita income. It refers to per capita eligibility of national income. Increase in per capita income is a good indicator to assess economic growth. It increased from 1.8% in 1956 to nearly 3.6% in 1990. Another thing we can able to say, it impels a rise in standard of living of people. With the help of that, we can able to discuss these all things. Third one is given in front of you, generation of employment. Otherwise, generation of employment due to innovation, new policies, agriculture, reforms and diversification of industries, the company was able to increase employment opportunities. In the year 1990, employment was provided to nearly 350 lakh person as against 70 lakh person in the year 1956. Once again we have to listen what achievement we had got in economic planning till 1991. So first one is given in front of you, increase in national product or national income. Second one, increase in per capita income. Third one is a generation of employment. And fourth one is given in front of you, diversification of industrial sector. During the period of our industrial basis became strong, industrial sector started growing and became diversified or diversified. We were producing all kinds of consumers and capital goods in India. During this period, growth rate is industrial production has been around 7% per annum. So this is the thing. Fifth one we have to discuss, social infrastructure. It refers to those faculties which help to production process indirectly, like health, housing, education, etc. Death rate came down from 27% in 1951 to nearly 8% per thousand in 1990. Life expectancy increases from 32 years in 1951 to 64 years in 1990. These all things are very important part. With the help of that, we can able to know social infrastructure also. And last one is given in front of you, rise in capital formation. Capital formation is a very essential to increase the level of investment and income in the company or economy. The country was able to channelize saving in the right direction. Rate of capital formation increased from 10% is 56 to, once again listen, rate of capital formation increased from 10% in 1956 to 39% in 1990. With the help of that, we can able to know these types of things. Once again, we have to listen. Achievement of economic planning till 1991. In between that, 6 topics are given in front of you. First one is a increase in national product or national income. Second one is a increase in per capita income. Third one is a generation of employment. Fourth one is a diversification of industrial sector. Fifth one is a given in front of you, social infrastructure. And sixth one is a given in front of you, rise in capital formation. These are the things. With the help of that, we have to discuss about Indian economy and what is our planning till 1991. And what is the feature and achievement we are getting with the help of this process. This is the given in this video. So dear